Hello, everybody. Have you ever bought a book solely because you love the cover? Because if so, you're not alone. And that will make me feel so much better. Drop in the comments whether you're with me. Today, I am sharing 5 different indie fantasy books that I initially bought or picked up because of the cover, even though I went on to read some of them later on, and others are still sitting in my TBR list right now. Oh, before I get started, I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm an author, editor, and book reviewer myself, and it's such a pleasure just to share great indie finds with you guys. This video has not been sponsored by Amazon or Readsy or the authors or anybody else I might mention, but I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on the Amazon affiliate links, I might receive some compensation from Amazon in addition to you grabbing some great books. With that, let's dive right in. The first book I have is The Lost Heir by Chris Gurley. This is book 1 of the Inheritance Ring series. It's got a ring on the spine right here. And this is a pretty decent sized book. It's 345 pages for people who like exact books. It's got a soft matte cover. And I'm going to tell you guys how much I love this book. I initially picked it up because this character, whose name is Button, caught my interest right away. This is a dark epic fantasy, but after I finished reading it, I loved it so much that I actually went and bought my own physical copy, even though I received a free ebook copy courtesy of Readsy Discovery and the author for the Readsy review. So thank you, Chris, for allowing me to read your book. But I'm super glad that this one is on my shelf. This was one of my 5-star reads last year. Another one that I initially saw on Readsy was Imperial Roots, The Seekers of Genesis. Now, this one actually has now been rebranded. It has a new cover, which you can see at the link in the description box. It's also very pretty, but I was initially drawn in by the wings on the tree. This is a historical type fantasy in a fantasy world, so it like brings together a fantasy world and our world and history and like gods and mythology, and it was just great. It's a pretty thick book. This one comes in at 444 pages long, by CJ Walters. This one was another one that I reviewed highly on Readsy Discovery. So if you follow my reviews, you know that not a lot of books actually get 5s, but this is one that I gave a high review to as well. The writing style is very original, and I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Moving on. So I saw this cover by this author. This is Rise of the Dragon Queen by Dara Stephan. When I first started getting on Instagram as a reader and an author, and I didn't know Dara then. I'm privileged to know Dara now. This book I picked up because of the cover. Dara is a fascinating writer, and she takes her day job. If you've been on my channel, you might have seen interviews with her. If not, I'll link it in the description box for you. But she takes her day job as a paleontologist, I believe, at a museum very seriously by bringing realistic dragons to life. This book is about dragons. So this one is a decent sized book as well. Let's see. It is 496 pages if you count the epilogue. And it is also a matte finish, which is very pretty. And it was a good read too. This one has sisterly love in it, adventures, danger, the whole thing. Moving on is another author who I discovered a book through Instagram for, and then thankfully became part of my writing circle later. This is Songs and Saltwater by Heather Carter. Songs and Saltwater is a gender swap Little Mermaid retelling. And it actually has songs written in it, and it is amazing. So this would be the princess. This would be the merman here. It is a slightly shorter book compared to the ones that I've been sharing. It comes in at 244 pages exactly, so a nice casual read. But this one will leave you feeling happy and smiley, but also have some great tension in it as well. This one is a gloss cover. I got the paperback version. And Heather has since gone on to put out several other fantastic books as well that I highly recommend. The last one that I have today is by the legend Emma Hamm. Emma Hamm has put out so many good books and so many amazing covers, but the first book I ever saw of Emma's was this one of Goblins and Gold. It's the first volume in a series. Emma Hamm is a USA Today best-selling indie fantasy author. This one is a fantasy romance, and so was the Little Mermaid retelling. The others have some romantic aspects to them, but it's not solely about the romance. And I just love everything about this cover. All the gold foiling, this circle here. Yeah, it's great. And this one was a very fast, casual read at 231 pages. So those are 5 books. If you're looking for one to add to your TBR list as well, again, since I don't get paid or sponsored or anything to put these videos together, a like and subscribe would go a long way. And I also still have my own book, The Vow That Twisted Fate, which is a paperback available on Amazon temporarily until I get the expanded edition print copies up. It is a 341-page paperback. It is a new adult epic fantasy with some dark themes and a romantic subplot. I'd love your support there as well if you're interested. So let me know what you've read, what I need to add to my TBR list, what I should definitely add to my bookshelf. I love adding specifically indie fantasy and sci-fi books, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.